It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Go Jerry, Nicole, then Bruce. Go ahead.
Jerry Bunkowski, Yahoo Sports. Jeff, you know, the last 2 years, Jimmy said it's been consistency, it's been wins, it's been top fives. But tonight you showed that if you gamble and win, you can also challenge the guy who's at number one. Is for the last 5 races, is gambling going to, you know, for yourself or other drivers that are close by, going to be a major factor that we may not have seen the last couple of years?
No, we're going to race just like we always race, and we're going to make the calls that are smart. Scott did a great job tonight, and you know, he did research and made a decision based on what he believed was the right thing to do to win the race. And I guess you can call that gambling. I don't know, but it wasn't. You know, to me, gambling is doing something where you have no idea what the end result's going to be. And, you know, that's not Scott's personality. That's not my personality. That's a little bit of his personality. But we, you know, Scott and I are very conservative in the way we work. You know, the way we work together. And, you know, our gambling is probably a different level than some other people's. I'm sorry.
Could you elaborate a little bit more about? Could you elaborate a little more about? You said you were concerned when Scott made the call. You weren't even sure it would work.
Well, if we'd have put 4 on, I wouldn't have been sure that would work either. I mean, you know, these things, you know, these races are funny, man. You think you can, you know, everybody tonight when they made the last stop thought they were doing the right thing. You know, nobody did something they thought was wrong. They all did what they thought the right thing was going to do. You don't know what the result's going to be. And, you know, if we put 4 on, I'd have been really nervous because we weren't ever good on 4 tires. We were never good on new tires. I'd have been really nervous about that. I thought we were going to put 2 on. That's what I thought was going to happen. And to be perfectly honest, we hadn't had 2 on all night long. Who knows what would have happened. So, you know, at the end of the day, doing none, as silly as that sounds, may have been the least gamble of all. I don't know. But, you know, I don't think about those calls. That's this man's job. I mean, I drive the race car and tell them what it's doing and what it's not doing, and you know, they make those calls, and I don't get in the way of it.
Let's go Nicole, then Bruce. Go.
Jeff, Nicole Mansky, ESPN. Real simple. How important was clean air?
That's really big. I mean, it's important for everybody. I mean, you could see whoever got out front, you know, they ran their best, and it's you know, being in the back of the pack is really difficult. It's real hard to pass back there. It's really weird. Like in the old cars, you get tight behind people. These cars, you actually get loose behind. I get looser behind people than I do when I mean, it's kind of crazy. I get loose behind people. So we, you know, we want clean air every chance we get. But a slow car in clean air is still not going to win the race. The reason we won the race tonight is because Scott did a great job of getting the car fast. You know, before we did no tires, we went up there and we passed the leader for the lead. We took the lead, came on pit road with the lead, left pit road with the lead, and obviously won the race. So it's you know, what all that hinges on is having a fast race car. It wasn't a 10-lap dash to the end. It was 30 laps or whatever. It was quite a bit of racing.
Take 2 more down here, and then we'll go upstairs. Let's go Bruce, and then Jenna, and then back up top. Go ahead.
Bruce Martin with SI.com. Jeff, at any point when Jimmy was alongside of you, did you just kind of have the feeling that his car just didn't have it to get by you at that point? And also, I know that you're focused on what you guys do, but it seems like the 48 hasn't had its mulligan yet where everybody else in the chase has. Is that still yet to come for them?
Well, I'd have to put us in that category too. I mean, honestly, Clint, the 48, the 31 are probably the 3 teams that haven't had the bad day yet. So, you know, we've had some good fortune too, and we certainly can't argue about that. We've had good fortune. So, what I thought was going on with the 48 is he was too loose underneath me. And I thought he'd keep running and get better and get tighter and get tightened back up and be able to make a run back at me again. And I kind of found that middle groove, and we actually I don't know if he got slower, but we actually got faster as the run went on. We started going faster, and you know, but I thought he would make another run at us.
Go ahead, Jenna.
Jennifer Heyer, Associated Press. Jeff, you said that you're more relaxed this time than you were in '06 when you were leading it. What was '06 like for you? And of your whole career, do you feel like that's the year that it slipped away more than any other year?
No, not really. There's been a couple years, that's certainly one of them, but that's one of the 3 years that I thought I really had a honest shot to win a championship and didn't get it done. And I don't know. I mean, there was a lot going on that year. It was our first year in the chase. We had worked really hard. It was Scott's first year, our first year together. It was, it was my second year at Childress. We'd been through a lot of changes, a lot of stuff going on at the shop. Trying to make things better. It was, being part of, being a small part of Richard Childress racing. We had both teams in the chase, and it's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? We were like, this is kind of our first shot at it, and it had been a while since I had been in the mix, so we were getting accustomed to all that again, and as relaxed as we wanted to be. I wasn't as relaxed as I thought I could be. You know what I mean? I knew I was saying all the right things and I was doing all the right things, I thought, but at the end of the day, I was still kind of tensed up about it. And, so lesson learned, and we won't do that again. The other 2 years are years at Roush. One year we finished third on the last lap of the last race of the year. Earnhardt passed some people and got by them and put us to third instead of second. Whatever year that was, and then there was 1 year, I don't even remember the year, but there was 1 year that we just broke a lot of motors and had a lot of mechanical problems, and we won a bunch of races and had consistently we had the fastest car. And but we didn't have the reliability to get it done. So those 2 years in particular stand out.
We'll go upstairs for another question. Go ahead.
David Poole, Star Observer. Richard, I hadn't seen you yet this week, but I'm wrong. I was wrong. I'm wrong. I do that every time I see you, at least once a week. So there you go.
You're
Scott,
still my hero, David.
Scott, you being such a big fan of this car tomorrow, I know how much you love it. So, have you? There was some talk on one of the TV guys was talking about this is sort of a next generation or a new kind of chassis or some stuff you guys have done lighter and all that stuff. How much work went into this car? Was it a car you guys had worked specifically on for this race and that kind of?
Well, not specifically for this race per se. It's just every time we build another car, we just try to do a better job at it. I mean, that's how you improve your product, is just evaluate everything you're doing and just do all those little things that you can do to build a better mousetrap, so to speak. Just trying to make things, any piece that goes on the car that you can make a little bit lighter to help the CG and all the other technical aspects of the car. We just every time we build a new one, we try to do a little bit better job at all that fine detail work. And this car tonight, it was its first race, and first run on the track was the other night over here at the test. So it's worked out pretty good, and hopefully it will serve us well a couple more times down the stretch here.